Welcome to Open House with Gerry, Cornejo, where we feature people, places, and things that are in the news or who should be in the news. And what we're going to be having for this program is a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but mostly humor, comedy, and of course, no politics now, no politics. We're not going to be talking about this guy's, going viral now on the internet about his opinion about animals and people, and we're not going to be talking about that. And it's all about improv theater. And let's roll some pictures of the people we're going to be having with us. And the pictures are there. And this would be them performing. Where would this be, guys?
This one was, I think, in Jill's.
Okay. And
Jill's
we
as
have
well. Commune Cafe.
right. And
This was during the Manila Improv Festival.
Theater.
That's the old Commune Cafe.
okay, and that's it. And we have with us SPIT Manila. SPIT is an acronym for Silly People's Improv Theater.
Correct.
Right? It's an actually it's an international group. I mean, the improv people are all over the world. They performed in several countries already, and of course, it's an alternative form of entertainment that is fast gaining ground all over Metro Manila. And have you performed anywhere else aside from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao?
We've toured the Philippines and the world.
Okay, and we introduce them. From my left, we have Jay Ignacio.
Yes.
Jay, welcome.
Thank you, Jay.
And Aaron Cristobal
Hello.
and Ding Dong. Boom.
Oh, nice.
All right. So Ding Dong Rosales, Aaron Cristobal, and Jay Ignacio. All right. So improv. Let's start from the very beginning. What is it all about?
Improv is a form of theater where you don't need any script to form a play. So there are two types of improv. There's short form improv, which is what people are more familiar with. It started, the one that really made it gain popularity was the show by Drew Carey, Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Right.
That made short form improv very mainstream. So that's something that's the more popular form of improv now. Another one is long form improv, in which you create an entire one-act play on the spot without any scripts.
Okay.
So we do both.
Right. But again, we were talking earlier, improv pala, improv theater, it could be comedy, it could be drama, it could be anything,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, some filmmakers do that. They have a guideline, this is what's going to happen, and the actors mag-improvise ng script, di ba?
Yes.
So they have it on film and then they write it down. And then there are two kinds of, by the way, especially when we're talking about humor, there's a kind of humor na stand-up comedy. Now, 100% of the time, these guys have a script, di ba? Or at least meron silang guideline kasi may ibang haba. 40 minutes straight. Like sina
Yes.
Dane Cook and these guys. Now, improv, no script at all, and we're going to be giving you a sample of what this is all about. Jay, what can you say about improv? You've been with Spit Manila for how long?
From 2002.
Wow.
Yeah, when we
Okay.
started. It's ako kasi I came from a musical background.
Okay.
I had a band with our
Oh.
founder, si Gabe Mercado.
Okay.
We had a band called The Police.
All right.
And,
I told you.
we've done. We were known as comedians in the music scene.
Okay.
And,
What kind of music would you play then, Jay?
we wrote songs like Mahirap Talaga Maging Pogi or
Okay.
Gabe
Paa.
Biscuits.
All right, all right. So
Boyfriend
you were pretty popular. You were
yeah.
on the airwaves and all that.
We had our fair share of
Okay.
the limelight.
Fortune and fame.
I don't know about fortune.
And
but,
what was your instrument?
I played the guitar.
Okay, and did some vocals.
Yes.
Did some I sang some songs also.
Composed some of your songs.
Yes, we wrote our own material.
All right. You're not together anymore.
Not as a band, but we're in Spit.
Ah, okay. So the whole band is now in Spit.
No.
Two members.
Gabe and myself
Okay, okay.
are in Spit. The other guys we hang out pa rin.
All right. Okay. Aaron,
Yes.
Spit.
Spit. I joined Spit on my last year of college, and I was always I never thought that I would be a performer. Actually, I just joined because it looked really fun. I liked Whose Line Is It Anyway. So when they said that they needed more members, I auditioned. I went every week, and I beat the ones that didn't go every week. And so persistency got me into the group. and
Oh,
that's why I'm here.
persistence. Yeah, persistence conquers all.
Yes.
Right. And so how long would that be? Mas pinaka-senior ka yata sa
He's
grupo
a
na
founding
ito.
member.
Kami ni Ding Dong.
Ah, you're the
were-
founding members.
Was since 2002.
Ah, okay.
So
I
we're on our
joined.
14th year.
Yep.
Wow, all right.
I'm on my 10th.
You're on your 10th.
Yes.
Okay. That's,
Oh, six.
2006. Okay, Ding Dong. Okay, founding
So,
member. What?
I've been with Spit since the beginning.
Okay.
I got through friends, theater friends, kasi my background's really theater. So
Okay.
I do theater. I know a lot of people. But I was recommended by one of my mentors, Leo Martinez, to Gabe.
Oh, okay, Leo Martinez. Yes, of course.
So, yeah.
And then, so what made you decide, I'm going to form an improv theater group called...
Well, when Spit started, that was a time when all the sing-along bars started really
Right,
popping
right.
all over the metro.
Right.
So there were so many comedy bars happening everywhere. But a lot of the humor that they do is still very much
Like what they do now.
like what they do now, which is they pick on somebody in the audience and make fun of them.
Okay.
And we thought, why won't we come up with something? And we were all fans of Whose Line Is It Anyway.
Yeah.
So we started doing a little bit of research about improv comedy. And at the beginning, it's really just about doing an alternative form of comedy. And then we got into improv through the years and realized there's so much more to it than just
Yeah.
comedy. And yeah, it's been part of our lives since then.
Okay. And
Our figurehead, si Gabe,
figurehead.
well,
Okay.
he was the one who put
Put us all
everyone
together.
Okay, okay.
He was the
Okay.
one who put the group together. This was right after he took I think it was a 2-week workshop.
Yeah,
With-
an intensive workshop.
Then, what was his name? Paul
Paul
Sills,
Sills.
who was then known as the father of modern improv.
Ah,
This was
okay.
in Wisconsin. So all the lessons he picked up from that intensive workshop, he wanted to use here. I think the story was it was Leo Martinez who told him, hey, you better do something about
Yeah.
the workshop you attended.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
So is Leo Martinez part of your group?
No.
No.
Okay.
So
But he
it
was
an
one
ad-
of the people who prodded Gabe
an
to do it.
advisor to
Ah,
Gabe.
okay. But I'm sure he could be good at it, di ba?
Ah, yeah,
He's
he's-
sharp,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
theater,
He was very-
he's,
yeah.
di ba?
Yeah.
Now, we'll give them a sampling of what you actually do. There are 15 of them, by the way, in the group. Am I right?
More or
Active
less,
members.
yeah.
15 active members, and this is just 3 of the 15, but we have 2 of the founding members. How many are the original founding members of
There
Spit?
are 4 who are still with the group.
So there's Gabe, there's Jay, there's Ding Dong, and
There's Akong.
Akong.
Akong. Okay, I've met
Yeah,
Akong.
Yes.
I've met Akong. Okay, so they're going to give a sample of what improv theater is all about.
You're joining us for this, Gerry.
Okay, I mean, yeah, sure, sure. And so we'll, you go ahead, it's your
All
show.
right. So we're going to be playing a game called What Are You Doing? And I'm going to need 3 letters from you, Gerry. 3 letters.
3 letters, FCK.
FCK. Ding
Yeah.
dong, what are you doing?
Finding children and kids.
So FCK, okay, so
Yes.
FCK.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Feeling childish and knitting. Jay, what are you doing?
Frolicking cheerfully, knowingly.
Gerry, what are you doing?
Fathoming cats' freedom.
FCF.
Di ba
Napalitan
FCK
ba?
tayo? Ah, sorry,
FCK.
K.
Freedom.
Fathoming cats' kitchen?
Sure.
Why not? Yeah.
Why
Why
not?
not?
Give us another 3 letters.
3 letters.
Kahit anong
3 letters. Oh, letra. Hindi number, ah.
JRW.
Oh.
Aaron, what are you doing?
Just reading, writing. Ding dong, what are you doing?
Justifying rainbows and walruses.
Ano,
Jay, what are you doing?
JRW?
Juxtaposing
Ooh.
ready women.
Jerry, what are you doing?
Oh, okay.
GRW.
Joining Red Wings.
There you go.
So
That's something actually that a lot of people can play. If you want to try it at home, if you're stuck in traffic, you can look at
Use plate numbers.
plate numbers
Yeah.
and then just keep doing
plate
it.
numbers. Oh, the numbers. Can you do this also with numbers?
No.
I don't know what you could
One
do
two
with numbers.
196.
16.
Oh, Jay, 196. Huh? I got you there. 196. Let's do numbers. Let's improvise
I
with
did
numbers.
mine. I added it. Now 1 plus 9 plus 6
Pwede,
is
pwede.
16.
Oh, while he's still
So, nagiging-
computing, Jay,
nagiging,
196.
Thinking game.
9 mice walked into one house
Hindi, 196.
6 times.
Pwede. Binumble ni Rumble.
Rumble.
Okay,
You're
pwede
making
nyo-
up rules na kasi, Jerry. Pwede. Improvise the rules.
196,
Let's just do it.
well, one day, 9 is no in German. And
Yeah.
6, you need that to make children.
Yeah.
Wow.
Galing.
1, 9, 6.
Bagong game,
Diba?
bagong
1,
game.
9,
Bagong
6.
game.
Yeah, you should try
Pwede,
numbers,
pwede.
diba? So that's a sampling.
Right.
It's a warm-up that
Warm
we
up
do
lang, warm
for
up.
for our audience. Just for them to get the idea that, okay, we're improvising words over random letters that were given by the audience.
Right.
Yes.
So you'll never know what to expect. So when they were performing and you watch them perform, they don't have a script, right? So they ask members at random.
Yeah.
And you also did things like one word, di ba?
One word
Give
at a
us one
time.
word and then you...
Oh,
on that-
yes. Then we create an entire play out of
Yeah.
that.
Right. And I remember when I saw them in Staple and Perk,
Yes.
I think I gave Beatles.
Yes.
And they all came up with Beatles songs and ang galing, You got me there. I mean, after that, I said, wow, pero tama yun. Kailangan may warm-up muna. Di ba?
Yes.
May
Yes.
warm-up.
And we always remind the people that this is improvised, and without your suggestions and without your help, we won't be able to come up with anything. Because we want the audience to feel like they're part of the show. It's a collaborative show with them.
Right.
So that they feel included. And then when they see their ideas put into a scene or into a game, it gives, as an audience member, it gives you a sense of, oh wow, they took my
You're part of it,
idea.
yeah.
You're part of it.
Right. Do you also do this in Filipino, in Tagalog?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
We adjust.
You didn't see?
That's the best
No,
thing
no.
about improv. We
I
can
did.
do it. We can adjust to our audience.
Oh, yeah,
so we've
yeah,
done this in front of dignitaries from like foreign countries, and we've done it in front of farmers in
Yes.
Bulacan. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've done it for bingo players. Was that the same?
Yeah.
They were playing bingo.
All
They
right.
loved it.
We have Spit Manila Theater Improv Theater Group, and we have with us Jay Ignacio, Aaron Cristobal, and Ding Dong Rosales. I'm Gerry, and I'll be back right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Open House with Gerry Cornejo, where we feature people, places, and things that are in the news or who should be in the news. And of course, these people with us now, Spit Manila, or the Spit Improv Theater Group, they've been in the news. They've been on radio, TV, and on print. And of course, they are best known for their live performances in various venues in Metro Manila and all over the Philippines. And they have also performed in improv theater festivals
Yes.
all over the world. Okay, so again, with us from my left, we have Mr. Jay Ignacio, Aaron Cristobal, and Ding Dong Rosales. So tell us about your international experience.
Oh, wow. Okay, the first international experience we had, we went to the Hong Kong Improv Festival.
Okay.
Before that, in 2004,
Oh, that's
Split
right.
already went to the States.
Yeah,
Unofficially,
right.
some people just got visas, so
Okay.
they decided to go.
We were invited to the Hollywood Improv Fest in
Okay.
2004.
Of course, in Hollywood.
Yes.
Of course.
Sunset
Okay.
Improv Olympic
Wow.
Theater.
Okay.
And nakasabay pa namin to si, ka-alternate pala, si Andy Richter.
Wow. All right. All right.
So that was our very first.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the US for about a month. Because other gigs were set up while we were there. So we even did New York, we did...
So you performed in all of these
yeah,
venues.
yeah.
Wow. All
San
right.
Diego, dun sa Balboa Park.
Okay.
And then the next...
In Vegas,
yeah, we did. And then the next one was
Yes.
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong.
Wala pa kasi ako ng O4.
Okay.
So my
Hong Kong in
first
2011.
2011.
Yeah, yeah.
11, I believe, 2011.
Right.
So there was that gap.
Yes.
And you performed other places aside from the USA, di ba? Sa Europe or something? Or?
Amsterdam.
Yes.
Amsterdam.
We sent 2 people to
All right.
Amsterdam. We have
We've had
most
Shanghai.
of it.
We had
Shanghai.
Beijing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beijing.
Question is, of course, you would deliver in English.
Yes.
Yes.
How about the others? I mean, would there be, like, would the Chinese have their own?
In China, they have a bilingual group, and then they have a Chinese group, and then they have an English group.
So they had a Chinese improv.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, when we performed in the U.S., we would drop a few Filipino words every now and then, just because we don't really want to compromise our culture just to adjust
Just
to
to the
everybody. You
audience,
know what I
yeah.
mean? So sila naman mag-adjust sa amin. We're going to talk to them. I mean, we're going to talk in our own language if it needed to come out. So.
Okay, so we've been talking about improv theater, and by the way, later on we're going to be mention the Third World Improv.
Yes.
Tama? Third World Improv, which is actually a school
Yeah.
which they run. I mean, the 15 of you run the whole thing. You take turns in teaching, or there's a faculty.
We have 3 faculties so
Okay,
far.
all right.
And about 5 admin.
Okay, so who are the 3 faculties? You're one of them.
There are 2.
Okay, and Ding Dong, and you
The
are.
third is
I am admin.
Okay.
Symbolic.
All right. So Third World Improv, we'll talk about that in the next segment. So it would be very nice if you're one of the 40 million Filipinos who are on Facebook.
Yes.
If you're not one of the 40 million, then get out your paper and pencil and write down some information on how you can get in touch with these people, because you can learn this. You can learn this. Have you
Yes.
ever failed anyone in your class? Parang, you can't learn this.
No.
Huh?
No,
Expelled.
we haven't. Well, we're only on our second term,
Yeah,
to be
so?
fair.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
be fair. So our second term is going very well. The first term went really well. Second term is going really well. So we haven't failed anyone yet. And I
Okay.
don't think we will, because it's a very encouraging, I mean, improv
nurturing.
in general.
It's a very
Yeah.
nurturing
Yes.
culture.
Right,
and,
right.
Yes.
Oo naman.
It's very encouraging. We always tell people that, there's nowhere else to go but up. You're only going to learn, and you're only going to get better. There's no way to
and
get worse.
and anyone can do improv. Not
Okay.
anyone can do it well, but anyone can do improv.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Anyone can improv, but doing it well,
Is another thing.
like you do, is something else. I mean, but of course, you've been in it for more than a decade. I mean, the 3 of you. So, if you start out and you're not as good as them, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and it's interesting to note that a lot of people who say, I'm not funny, I won't be good at this, they're the ones who we say, you're going to excel at this.
Yeah.
Because
Really?
if you automatically think you're funny, you're not a team player. And improv is a team sport.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
It has that, like you said, a very nurturing environment,
Mm-hmm,
very encouraging, because on one hand, you don't need to be an actor to pull off an improvisational performance.
Okay.
It's not a requirement.
Mhm.
What you need to do is be truthful and be a team player. So
Okay.
there's always this constant drive to achieve teamwork
And
bring.
here's a sample. Okay? Diba? Here's a sample. And what are you going to do now?
Ding Dong and I are going to tell you a story one word at a time.
Okay.
And
This is one of the best sellers.
Okay, all right, all right.
And-
One word at a time.
it's
and-
called Monster.
Okay.
So what we need from you is, could you give us something that people don't usually fear, such as butterflies or a pencil
Oh.
or something?
Something people don't usually fear. Hindi kinakatakutan. One word. One word? Ha? Coin? Toy.
Toy. Anong klaseng toy?
Anong klaseng
Para
toy?
mas cute.
Toy, Toy robot?
Okay,
Okay, toy robot. There you go.
One
They
I
was
looking
at
my
toy
robots.
when
Suddenly
one
stood,
and
walked
towards
me.
this
Robot
then
began
to
speak.
okay,
Hey,
you
please
stop
taking
away
our
parts I
didn't
take
away
your
parts.
the
Robot
then
pointed
to
his
cubicle
those
used
parts
were
from
my
mother.
I
Apologized,
profusely
but
the
robot
was
still
angry
at
me.
so
I
got
my
batteries
and
gave
it
to
the
robot.
here
Take
these
batteries
and
continue
to
live.
but
He
said
no
I
will
not
live.
with
No,
batteries
I
will
take
your
body
and
strip
you
Off.
your
parts.
I
Ran
away
from
the
robot.
and
Opened
the-
door.
when
He
suddenly
showed
me
the
light
I
saw
that
there
were
several
robot
parts
scattered
all
over
my
street.
each
Part
started
to
move
and
connect
together
until
it
formed
one
huge
robot.
oh
No!
one
Giant
robot
I
ran
away
and
jumped
off
a
cliff
and
died.
I guess that's it. Patay na eh, di ba?
Patay na.
All right,
That's
so
the
that's
end of the
improv. Very
story.
good. Very. But this, can't you do that with 3?
it can, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
2 is
It's more
It's faster.
dynamic.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean the dynamic is really made for 2.
yes.
Our
Okay.
best three-headed game is the fortune teller.
Mm-hmm.
Si Madam Oracle.
Yes.
So the audience will ask the Oracle any question, anong future ko,
Okay.
kailan ako magkakasawa, and whatever. And
Then it's going to be improv.
one word at a time lang yung bawat head.
I think you saw this.
I saw
in
that.
Staple
I
and
saw
Perk,
that.
yeah.
And the other thing that I liked, which looked complicated, was yung alternate dubbing ba yun?
Yes,
Huh?
the three-way dubbing.
The three-way
Ako,
dub.
hirap na hirap ako.
Three-way dub. Maybe we
Well,
can.
it needs a lot of action and movement kasi
Right,
we-
right.
Okay.
We have to get rid of all
We need
this.
to be
No,
We've
mobile.
prepared.
No, can't we pretend you're in a catacomb and you know
Oh,
you're
it's
you're
hard.
okay, okay.
It's hard.
That
We
one
need a
needs
stage.
space. Yeah.
Okay, it really
So the
needs
games we
space.
prepared for you are really more of like a sitting down. We can
Yeah.
just do it by talking.
Yeah.
All right. Now, why would people want to learn improv theater? What are the, I mean, like these 3 people have day jobs. I mean, they don't do this full time.
Well, we hope to one day.
yeah, well,
That's the
yeah.
goal.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
that's
the
the goal, of course, di ba?
Yeah.
But right
why?
now,
You're asking why.
yeah, I mean, there are many
They-
people out there.
They have received tremendous feedback from their students. So
Yes.
let's
Yeah.
I'll have them tell you the
Okay, so
story.
guys, I mean, doesn't matter if you have a day job, no job, di ba? Whatever. I mean, if this is interesting, if this is something that you'd like to learn and you can learn it, why?
Okay.
It's different stuff. Like in my class, I have an expat lawyer, a university professor. I used to have somebody from ADB, who's also an expat. So they come from various fields, and some of them are here because they're just bored with their lives. They wanted something different. Some have issues with dealing with people, and they want to come out with their shell. They're very shy, antisocial kind of types, and they want to improve. So, and that's usually the starting point. They just want to do something different or have specific things that they want to improve in their lives. But as they go along the sessions, you'll see the transformation, and it's really not just about what they came in for, and Yeah, it's been actually very emotional every time we have a class because they always talk about how they use it in their daily lives when they go back to work the next day,
Right.
and they all look forward to Wednesday nights just because they want to learn something new that they can apply to everyday life.
How can you do that? For instance, an accountant.
Little things. Okay, I
Improv
can give you an
theater.
example. We have
Okay.
this game called Bouye, which is really just to make so anything you say doesn't
Will
really
either-
matter.
yeah.
Because you'll say boo, will either we boo it or we yay.
Ah.
So, for example, shoes.
Boo. Vase.
Yay!
Flower.
Boo. TV.
Yay!
So
It's just
anything
booyah.
you
Okay,
say.
okay.
So that's really like a pretty
All right.
stupid game. And then one student said, I really had issues with driving. I get really stressed out when somebody honks behind me. So yeah. So every time it happens, he just booyays them. And now he's more relaxed when he drives to work every day.
Okay, so therapeutic.
Yes.
It's
And we didn't know
spiritual.
that.
very
It's actually
almost
Almost
I
spiritual.
Think, I think one of the great aspects of improvisation is that it, we tend to edit ourselves a lot, and
As
this one
people,
is
yeah.
it puts you more in touch with the truth,
Okay.
what is reality, what is
Wow.
in the moment, and
All
you
right.
have to react to that. So there are so many life applications for it. We as Spit have been hired to conduct workshops for certain multinational companies in helping to help their staff, for example, in presentation skills or creativity in the workplace.
Okay.
Or just your basic communication skills.
I
Right.
already just came back from a session
Yes, yes.
from work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can imagine later on we'll get a little bit more into this. But you have to have a certain degree of wit and intelligence
Actually,
and
not really.
really
Emotional intelligence.
emotional
Yes.
intelligence.
Yes.
Because I've always believed that among all the actor performers, the most intelligent are the comedians, are the ones who dish out humor.
They tend to
Hindi ba?
be.
I'm sure they are. Hindi ba? I mean, madaling umiyak, mahirap magpatawa. Di ba? I mean, if you're an actor, I mean, it's so easy to shed tears and get mad and, I mean, elicit some kind of reaction. But to make an audience laugh, that's another thing. Di ba?
Right.
I
So,
personally
yeah.
don't believe, for example, me, I don't believe that I'm a funny person, but because the things that we do on stage is very relatable to people. You know
Yes.
how sometimes you have a shared experience with someone and it's so funny, but when you tell the story to someone else, they don't understand it.
Okay.
So it's really being funny in the moment because you are doing something that another person can relate to. So natatawa ka na lang like, ay,
Okay.
that happens to me.
Hold that thought. We're going to go on a break. And when we
Okay.
come back, we're going to talk about the Third World Improv, what do you call it, school, theater?
Third World Improv School.
Third World Improv School, where you can learn these things. And of course, you're going to hear one more skit next segment. Okay? So with Jay, Aaron, and Ding Dong, I'm Gerry Cornejo, and we'll be back right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Open House with Gerry Cornejo, where we feature people, places, and things that are in the news or who should be in the news. And by the way, this program airs nationwide and in 7 Asian countries, including Mongolia. So how are you there, Mongolians?
Hey.
And okay, so we're on Destiny, Channel 8. We're on Sky 213. We're on GSAT Channel 1. Okay, and improv theater is the topic, and we have with us again Jay Ignacio, Aaron Cristobal, and Ding Dong Rosales. Okay, can we show pictures of the Third World Improv School?
Hey, that's my class.
So this is a recent class, or
Yes,
Yes.
that's my current
About
class.
2
okay?
weeks
So
ago, no?
ilan ang ano rito? How many are the admin and the
Oh, that's just
Those
me.
are all the students.
Okay.
And the students.
Level 2 students.
okay? And this is also part of the class.
Yeah.
This
This
is
is
during
Ah,
their showcase.
recital.
the
Parang-
recital.
oh, yeah.
Ah,
Showcase.
okay. Next, please.
Same
Same.
thing.
Same thing. All right.
This
That's
is
during
That's
class.
yeah,
During
during
class.
class.
Okay. And
That's us.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yan ang first class.
Yeah.
Wow.
World class.
Okay. We just had that. We just and this is by the way, if you're on Facebook, look for Third World Improv. Of course, i-like nyo muna, no? I mean, if you really want to get into the page.
Just like
And
us.
And then you'll have the schedules there of the classes. And can we also have, paki-flash na nga muna ulit yung ano, yung the
Spit.
screen grab of Spit Manila. It's still there.
There
There.
you go.
And that is Spit Manila. If you want to know about the schedule of their gigs.
Yes.
All right? So Spit Manila, the other one is Third World Improv. Okay, so again, walk us through. Some people are listening, watching right now, so they go to Third World Improv. They said, oh, meron palang klase this coming, I can make this. So first of all, how many classes, how many hours, how long does it take, the basic course?
It's an 8-week course.
Okay.
So far, we are running 2 levels right now. So, we have 2 branches. We have a Quezon City branch and a Makati branch.
Okay, your Quezon City. It's in your
It's
page.
on the website. It's
All
in
right.
Malingap.
Okay.
And then the other one is in Ferron Building, Makati, Bagtikan Corner, Camagong.
Okay, so there's Makati, Teachers Village yun, ano?
In
Yeah,
Yeah.
the QC.
Okay,
yeah.
and the one in Makati, ano bang, ano yan?
It's called Ferron Building.
Ferron Building.
It's at the
Within
corner
San Antonio Village.
San Antonio Village area, yes. Okay, so walk us through. I mean, do they register online? You could register online, or do they show up in the venue and pay enrollment or tuition fee or something? Diba?
They can just message us on the Facebook page, and then we'll send them a link so they can register
Yes.
online.
Okay.
So it's all online enrollment.
They can also pay online or through one of our
Okay.
banks.
So
or
8
through
weeks, and
PayPal.
again, how many times?
once a
once a
week,
Once a week.
3 hours a week.
Okay, and this is of course after office hours.
Yes.
Yes.
So most of the time, what time do you start? 6, 7, 8,
7 to
yeah.
10.
7 to 10.
We're trying to find a market for a day class.
Okay.
Because there are people who work at night.
Oh, for sure.
So
Yeah.
we want to encourage people also so that we can open a day class
And
naman.
there are some people who do nothing. Di ba? So yeah, and but you don't have this on weekends. You have this on a weekday.
Yes, they're weekdays.
Yes.
Okay.
Wednesday
because-
nights, actually.
Only because
Yeah.
in the last one,
We had a Saturday class,
Mm.
but very few people enrolled
Ah,
because
okay, so
they'd
talagang weekday.
rather spend it somewhere else. So a lot of our students in
okay.
Makati, for instance, live in Quezon City or Ortigas,
Mm.
but they don't want to go through traffic, so they're gonna
Ah.
wait it out anyway. Might as
Right.
well take a class and
Right,
go home
right.
late. Yeah.
Right. So is there any particular age group you're after, or as young as
No.
they come and as old as?
I have a student who's 16,
Okay.
and my eldest student I think is 37.
Okay.
In the same class. So
in
The same class.
You have older students.
yeah, but most of them are around their late 20s, 30s, and then we have somebody who's like in the 40s. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's no improv knows no age.
All right. So good.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are you gonna do now? Another sample, by the way. We're talking about improv theater. This group has already done 2. So if you didn't catch any, now's your chance. So what are you going to do now?
I feel like because this channel airs, you said in 7 different countries.
Right. Asian countries.
Asian
yes.
countries.
Mm.
Well, we're not only catering to Asian countries. We also, we like to broaden our viewership. So
Okay.
could you give us a non-English speaking country? Not necessarily Asian, although if you pick Asian, that's fine.
France.
France. Oh, you know what? You're very lucky because Ding Dong here speaks French and he recites poetry in French as well. The thing is,
bien.
though, I don't really understand French. I don't know if you or the viewers do. So Jay will be translating.
I do.
All
Yes.
right.
So he
All
will
right.
do a poem, an improvised poem in
Okay.
French. Jay will translate. And can you give me something that love is not usually compared to?
Love is not compared to
Yes.
pancakes.
Pancakes. All right.
And take it away.
De Juzi Pertubla Lujili Pangha.
Maraming nalalagay na ingredients at delicious topping sa pancake.
Doje Parti le Hangilara.
Kapag ito'y tinikman mo, wow, para kang nasa heaven.
Borge be Juzi Pertu. Le Zivi Meprir, de la barre, de Joute partout.
Pwede mo itong kainin kung ikaw ay bored. Magbilang ka hanggang mula 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bon, je suis parti, le B2, je vais, boum, je vais, ouh, ben je suis parti, le B2.
Ingatan lamang na kapag ikay kakain ng pancake, tingnan mo ang ilalim kung ito ay may tutong. Baka hindi tama ang pagluto. Ang maganda rin ay kung gamit mo ang tamang crepe pan para ma-flip mo siya sapagkat siya'y non-stick. Pag mag-flip yung pancake na yan, tama ang luto. Punta na kayo dito. Pakakainin ko kayo ng pancake.
There you go.
Oh,
That
très
was-
bien, très bien.
Yeah, très bien,
Très
très
bien.
bien.
Very good, very good. All right. So, of course, you also do that. I mean, all of you can do that. You can
Yes.
either translate,
Yes.
or you can either be the French-speaking one.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, very, very, very short lang. German.
German.
Oh, kayong dalawa naman ni Aaron.
Oh, wow.
You're the
Ako-
Germans.
I'll translate.
Ah, hindi, siya
Ikaw
naman, ikaw naman
mag-translate.
mag-translate. Siya naman ang German.
Okay, anong...
What is love not compared to?
What is love not compared to? Toothpicks.
Leben ist nein Toothpicken.
This poem is about toothpicks.
Mein Leben, sehr gut. Mein Leben, sehr big. Gesbruten Möbel altijd wicked. Op een wildebel minuut.
One tooth is small. Another tooth is big. Many teeth have different sizes for each person.
Wir schließen ab Hauptbahnhof. Der Flügen auf den Stiegen auf de Brig Lebelten Loveboat.
Each person needs a toothpick. Each person needs a toothbrush in order for everyone to get together with good breath.
Fliegen uit Hauptbahnhof Turdians Autobahn. Mijn damen en heren. Spiegel.
Toothpicks allow people to drive towards the love of their life. They find them after each brush. That's it.
That's it. Wow. Okay.
Thank you.
Ich ein Berliner.
Nine.
Nine. Yes, Strachenheim. Yeah, I can say other things, pero
I miss Ramon Zamora.
oo, yun ang original na, di ba? Pa-Hitler effect, no? Okay, so tell us, Ding Dong, I mean, when people, after the class, okay, so they learn the basics. Now, you said there's a second level, ano yun, advanced class? So after the 8-week basic thing, what would they learn? Can they do this thing already, what you're doing?
By level 2, they have the skills to perform already.
Skills to perform?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we wait until maybe level 3, then they can form their own group, and we'll help them form a group, and then we'll guide them through by coaching if they want to pursue performance.
So how many levels lahat yan?
Maybe up to 5.
We're going.
5.
5 or 6. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
5.
right now you're still in level
Level
2.
2.
Yes.
Yeah, we just started last quarter of last year.
Okay,
September.
so you can't,
Yeah.
you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
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 Diba? Ich kann to
Okay.
So you have to have 5 levels, and you
Yes.
can't jump, of course.
No, no,
No.
no.
All right.
Even if you have different, if you have improv experience from another school, our philosophies are very different. Each school, for example, in the US, if you go to each school, they all have different styles and different philosophies. And we feel it's the same for Third World. We have our own style. We have our own philosophy.
The spit brand of improv.
Yes.
What's your philosophy, by the way?
Well, we start by making people understand that improv will make you a better person. So it's not diretso na kayong theater. It's more of, you'll develop skills like you'll be a better listener, you'll be a better collaborator. These are all things that you learn in level 1. So certain principles need to be really, we need to really make our students apply certain principles before they start performing and learning technical things.
Okay, principle number 1, I mean, the first thing you teach them when they're there
It's
is?
called yes, and.
and.
Okay.
Yes, and. That means you say yes, you accept whatever your partner gives you, and then you add to it. Because it's what makes a story move forward, and it's a principle that we feel applies in life as well. For example, yes, I made a mistake, and I'm gonna move on from it. Yes, this was given to me, an
Yeah.
opportunity, and I'm going to use it and make something out of it.
All right.
And a lot of
Okay.
us are very negative now, like at the workplace. You
People in
suggest-
general.
Yeah, people in general just are very no people. So it's
Yeah.
actually very difficult to shift to to becoming a yes person.
Okay.
But we don't just settle for saying yes. You have to build on it. It's one thing to accept, but you have to build on it for it to move forward. You can't just be a yes
For
person.
example, dalawa kami. Tapos, sasabihin ko, oh, Wonder Woman, bakit ka late? And then sasabihin niya,
Hindi
kunwari,
naman ako si Wonder Woman eh.
Sira na yung show. Wala na mangyayari dyan.
Which is
Whereas,
which is very common in Pinoy comedy
it's
laglagan.
It's very Pinoy
Yeah,
to,
yung
ano,
lalaglag
to
yung scene
maglaglag.
partner. Another
Whereas
principle
if I
that
say,
we really
Wonder Woman, bakit ka late?
Sorry, may mga batang nahulog eh. Kailangan kong i-save.
Tinanggap niya.
And dinagdagan.
Na May reason pa siya.
All right. But I don't believe it. We're out of time. Anyway, Ding Dong,
Yeah.
there's your audience. 8 countries, more or less. So, your message to them.
Well, first of all, watch Spit. We have a show on the 25th. It's going to be very special. It's called, is it too late now to say soiree? It's our post-Valentine / special show for singles.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's going to be like a soiree, but it's an improvised show, and there's going to be games. It's going to be at Commune Cafe. Just go to our page for details. If you like the show, you might want to take the class.
You will.
You will.
Aaron. Aaron.
We also have a show February 27 at the Metropolitan Museum. It's the show that will close the Ben Cab exhibit and Philippine Arts Month. So that's from 3 to 5 p.m. Tickets are $250. Details are on the Spit website as well. Yeah. So
When is this again?
February 27. That's a Saturday.
Okay. And Jay.
Anything to add?
Come check us out on our weekly shows and look us up online and see what we do. We have some videos on YouTube, and also check out Third World Improv. It might just work for you.
Okay, and with that, thank you very much for staying with us during the past hour. And again, maraming salamat to Ding Dong Rosales, Aaron Cristobal, and Jay Ignacio.
Thank you, Gerry.
Until our next program then, take care and, don't sweat the small stuff, okay? Laugh a lot, smile, and always say yes, especially
Yes.
to the good stuff. Diba? And till next week then, I love you. God bless you.